The Royal Scottish Geographical Society has been around since the 1880s, so we've had connections to lots of really interesting people and spaces and science and things over the years, and this visitor centre that we're in now is really a sort of repository, I think, of some of the best stories that we hold over that last 150-year period. Right now we are in the Fair Maid's house in Perth. It's the oldest building in the town other than St John's Kirk in the centre. It's been around since around the 15th century. The building's laid out in lots of small rooms because it's a very old historical building, but we've used all of them very differently. So we have an earth room downstairs which tells you about the basic science of geography and the history of geology, and we usually have an exhibition space as well. So there's an exhibition at the moment of portraits of old black and white glass plate slides. We have about 100,000 odd maps as well. So there's a map room and lots of different items on display which will change all the time. And then we're in this room just now, which is our explorers room, which is really a room that we encourage people to come into and just sit and enjoy and plan their next trip or their next expedition. So there's loads and loads of things to play, and the whole idea of this room is that you come in and you pick things up and you open drawers and you just enjoy the room. We also have a small garden which we dedicated to a local scientist called James Croll, who was born in the 1820s. He was the son of a poor crofting family, and he came up with a theory of the predictable glacial epochs based on the eccentric orbit of the Earth around the Sun, and contributed fairly substantially to science.
What I do as writer-in-residence at the Royal Scottish Geographical Society is that I delve around in the archives and the collections and tell stories based on artifacts and items and records that we have here. And so it's my job really to find these stories and tease them out, because RSGS has been hosting explorers for such a long time and has such a strong connection with global exploration. And it's not all about history as well. It's important to say that it's a very contemporary thing. Exploration is still an ongoing thing. So we get also to interview and speak to modern day explorers and listen to their stories too. Quite often you come across unexpected things, or unexpected to me, you know, just for example, Shackleton's CV, which we have here, when he applied for a job with the RSGS in 1903. And the iconic item in the collections is the visitor's book, because that goes right back to the day, really, that the Society was founded in 1884. And so that's basically full of signatures of visiting explorers right from that time. And it's lovely if that sets other people off on their own little voyage of discovery. Sometimes it may be just sending them to a local library or to come to RSGS and find out more. Or maybe they want to go to different parts of the world and travel in the footsteps of these people, which is wonderful. It's all really exciting, and some of these stories are very little known, so it's lovely to be able to bring them out and to share them with the wider public.
We have a quote near the front door that curiosity is the one thing invincible in nature. So if you have any slight curiosity about the world around you, or even historical items or maps or books or artifacts or exploration, there's something in here for you.